Hello my dear viewers and students, welcome to Hindu Need Biotutorials. So today in this video I am going to discuss about NEET. I will give complete details about NEET, and at the end I will give some clarity regarding the dates and syllabus of NEET 2021. Keep watching this video till the end, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe my channel in order to get updates regularly. Test for admission of graduate courses, so especially here medical, dental, Ayush courses into government, private, and for the students those who want to pursue medical education in abroad. Okay, so this NEET is conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency. So here it is established by Ministry of Human Resource Development, MHRD, Government of India. Right. Next one, so admissions to MBBS courses, even AIIMS, JIPMER and AIIMS-like institutions also will be made through NEET. So this is from 2020. So here these are the medical courses included in this one. So as I said, so MBBS, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. So next one, dental, BDS, so Bachelor of Dental Surgery. Next one, Ayush courses, if you see in this one, first one BAMS, Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery. So here the student, those who have some basic knowledge about Sanskrit, will be having an additional advantage in this one. And next one, BSMS, Bachelor of Siddha Medicine and Surgery. So this Siddha Medicine is more famous in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Next one, Bachelor of Unani Medicine and Surgery. So here for pursuing this one, students should have some basic knowledge and as well as 10th class level certificate in Urdu. So next one, Bachelor of Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery. So after MBBS and dental, so other important Ayush course that most of the people are preferring is this Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery. So the responsibility of NTA includes inviting online application, next one conducting entrance test, next one declaration of results, and providing all India rank to Directorate General of Health Services, Ministry of Health, Family Welfare, Government of India. So next one, very important abbreviations you should know. So as you are preparing for NEET, so everyone should know these abbreviations. These are related to various organizations and departments. So if you take here MOH, FW, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, so Ministry of Ayush. So here where you are applying for NEET and all, so you should know all these abbreviations. So next one, very important abbreviations related to institutes. So the most famous institute in the field of medicine in India is All India Institute of Medical Sciences. So here even UG students and PG students wants to pursue education in AIIMS. So next one, JIPMER, so Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Education and Research, so which is present in Pondicherry. So next one, AFMC, related to Army. So those who are having a passion of working in Army, those people can opt this option. So here Armed Force Medical College, Pune. Next one, Delhi University, Aligarh Muslim University, Banaras Hindu University, which is present in Varanasi. So these are some most famous institutes in the field of medicine. And the next one, some of the very important things we should know about Ayush courses. For admission into BUMS, that is Unani Medicine and Surgery, so that a candidate must have passed 10th in Urdu, right? Or otherwise Arabic, Persian language also can be passed. So here the person should have a certificate at the 10th class level or otherwise any university or board or registered society or equivalent association authorized by government. Next one, for pursuing admission in BSMS, the person should have passed Tamil at 10th class level, or otherwise he can be having any equivalent certificate or higher secondary course. During the professional course, the person will be studying this Tamil. Next one, Government of Maharashtra, apart from MBBS and BDS and other Ayush courses, it is considering a NEET score for admission of the following courses. So the courses which include Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Bachelor of Occupational Therapy, Bachelor of Audiology, Speech and Language Pathology. Next one, Bachelor of Prosthetics and Orthotics, BSc Nursing. These are all courses which will be filled in Maharashtra through NEET UG course. From 2020 it is considered. So students, the following are the seats available under different quotas in undergraduate medical Ayush courses. So here, All India quota seats and state government quota seats, central institutions, universities, deemed universities. Next one, state management NRI quota seats in private medical, dental, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy colleges or any private universities. So next one, central pool quota seats. So here, if a person is studied in different states, if he is not local to a particular state, so he cannot apply in that one. He is not eligible for 85% quota seats. So that's why, so all states have agreed to provide 15% of medical seats to a common pool, so that, for example, if a person belongs to an army family or a central government job, okay, his father or mother is doing a central government job and regularly they are having that promotions, or otherwise they are going in different states, okay, for job. For those people, they won't be having any the local reservation in a particular state. So this will be considered for that kind of people, right? So next one, all seats including NRI quota as well as management quota in private, unaided, aided, minority, non-minority medical colleges shall also be filled on the basis of merit obtained in NEET UG. And next one, as I already have mentioned, Indian citizens as well as overseas citizens of India intending to pursue undergraduate medical courses from foreign, okay, either medical, dental or Ayush courses. So in any institute, if they want to pursue, need to qualify NEET UG. So without qualifying NEET UG, so they are not eligible for studying these courses, either medical, dental or Ayush courses. So students, see here, see after getting results, so here counseling for successful candidates for 15% of all India quota seats and all seats of deemed universities, central universities, seats of ESIC, AFMC including Delhi University, BHU, AMU, AIMS, JIPMER will be conducted by MCC, DGHS for undergraduate medical courses. So next one, the counseling for admission to the seats of 85%. Rest of the 85% under the control of other states, universities, institutions shall be conducted as per the notification issued by authorities concerned. Okay, so here the official website for counseling of 15% all India seats, the central institution, universities, deemed universities related information you will get through these sites. For example, if you want to have information related to MBBS and BDS courses, so Ministry of Health and Family Welfare website. Next one, Medical Counseling Committee, MCC. So So next one for Ayush courses. So Ministry of Ayush and Ayush Admission Central Counseling Committee will be providing all the data. So very important one is NEET exam pattern. So students, so you know that the physics, chemistry and biology subjects are the main subjects, okay, in which the candidate is tested. So if you see the number of questions, 45 questions will be there for physics and 45 questions for chemistry and 90 questions for biology, which includes both botany and zoology. So here marks, if we take 180 physics, 180 chemistry, 360 biology. So biology has more significance in this NEET. So if you get more marks in biology, automatically you will be getting a good rank, right? So students, next one, see, each question carries 4 marks and each correct or best option candidate will be getting 4 marks, right? So for each incorrect answer, okay, 1/4 marks will be deducted. Nothing but here 1 mark will be deducted, right? So to answer a question, the candidate has to find for each question the correct answer or best option, right? Then, however, after process of challenge of key, if more than one option is found correct, then any one of the multiple correct or best options marked will be given 4 marks, right? So next one, any incorrect option marked will be given minus mark, right? So next one, unanswered attempted questions will be given no marks. So here, in case a question is dropped, okay, due to various reasons, all candidates will be given 4 marks. So for example, out of 180 questions, if 1 or 2 questions are dropped, so for those questions, all candidates are given 4 marks irrespective of fact that whether the question has been attempted or not attempted. This happens in case of question is dropped or ignored. So next one, NEET UG 2020 was pen and paper based, okay, but NEET 2021 there are chances to conduct this exam through online mode, and they are also thinking to conduct this NEET 2021 twice this year, but it is not yet finalized. So the candidates can opt for question paper in any one of the following 11 languages. So here, let's see what are these 11 languages. Here, English, Hindi, Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, Marathi, Odia, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu. So in these 11 languages, candidate can opt. So next one, so here, so medium of question paper, for example, English and Assami. So here examination centers in Assam will be having this English as well as Assamese. So here, for example, a student from Assam has opted Assamese. So along with Assamese, the paper also contains English. In the same way, so West Bengal and Tripura, so Bengali and English. So if we take other states like Gujarat, Daman and Diu, Dadra Nagar, Haveli, all these are Gujarati and English. So if we take for Karnataka, Kannada and English. If we take Maharashtra, Marathi, English. If we take Odisha, Odia, English. Both will be there. Tamil Nadu, if we take, so Tamil, English. Nothing but for these particular states, English and Tamil are allowed. Nothing but here, if a person is opted for Tamil, okay, the languages in his paper will be bilingual. Tamil will be there as well as English also will be there. In the same way, for AP and Telangana, Telugu, English. In case of any ambiguity in translation of a question in the test, its English version shall be treated as final. and decision of NTA shall be final in this regard. Students, when you are doing test, if you get any ambiguity or confusion in local language, just go and check the English version of that one so that your question will be clarified. Okay. So candidates qualifying in NEET UG would be eligible for All India quota and other quotas under the state government's institutes irrespective of medium of examination. For example, if some students have opted Telugu or Tamil language, and we should not think that they are eligible only for that particular state or state quota. They are even eligible for central quota, that is 15% of quota. So eligibility to appear in NEET UG. So this is very important thing, students. See here, he or she has completed 17 years at the time of admission or will complete that age on or before 31st December of the year of his or her admission to the first year undergraduate medical courses. So here, for example, if the person is applying for 2021 NEET, okay, so here by the December 31st 2021, okay, he or she should complete 17 years. 17 years should be completed, right? This is very important point, remember. And the next one, upper age limit is 25 years. So as on the date of examination, with relaxation of 5 years for SC, ST, OBC, non-creamy layer and person with disability, PWD. But this upper age limit is relaxable. Nothing but here a case is pending in the Supreme Court. So until the solving of that case, so the persons are allowed to write the exam. So now here the upper age limit of 25 years as prescribed under regulation of graduate medical education 1997 wide amendment dated 22 January 2018 was challenged before the Honorable Court of Delhi, and the said upper age limit being upheld by judgment dated 11 May 2018. So that the person even after 25 years age also can be retained. So thus the candidates above 25 years are also provisionally permitted to appear the exam. So here, as you know, you might have seen in news so recently. So here as court case is in pending, one person has got advantage so by this relaxation in age limit. So here the person name is Jayakishore Pradhan and his age is 64 years. Actually born in 1956. So he wrote NEET 2020 and qualified. Okay, so here he got admission into this VIMSAR, Veer Surendra Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research. So Burla in Odisha state. So students, actually he got this much big rank. Okay, 5,94,380 by scoring only 175 marks. Okay, he got seat in physically handicapped quota. It is great to listen a 64 years age person reads for NEET physics and chemistry and biology and gets seat means it is really appreciable. But at the same time, so because of him, one seat is lost for a eligible candidate. So now he is 64 years, but by the time he completes his this graduate education, okay, almost he reaches to the 70. So after that one, after 70 years, he has to do PG also, right? After completing that PG, then only he can go for practice. So almost all it will take 72 or 73 years, okay, for him. After that, he has to go for the practice. Indian citizens, overseas citizens of India intending to pursue undergraduate medical courses from foreign medical, dental, courses need to qualify NEET UG. That point already I have mentioned. So here next one, if we see who are eligible for 15% all India quota seats. So here Indian nationals, next one non-resident Indians, NRIs, next one overseas citizens of India, OCI, persons of Indian origin, PIO, foreign nationals. Students from UT of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are not eligible for 15% all India quota seats, as UT of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh have opted out of all India scheme since its inception. So they don't want to include in 15% quota of seats. So that's why these students are not eligible for 15% all India quota seats. So qualifications to appear NEET. So if we take subjects, the students must have physics, chemistry, biology or biotechnology. So these should have practical test, and also CBSE students will be having even mathematics along with these three subjects, or any other elective subject with English. Next, candidates who have passed 10+2 from open school, and as well as the persons who have pursued or pursuing biology or biotechnology as additional subject at +2 level are not permissible to write the exam. But student, for these two, again they have given relaxation, nothing but here. So these are in the court jurisdiction. So here biology as an additional subject will also be eligible as of now. The students who have studied open schooling or state open schools or private candidates are also allowed as of now. The intermediate pre-degree examination in science of an Indian University Board of other recognized examination body with physics, chemistry, biology and biotechnology, which include practical tests in these subjects, and also English as a compulsory subject. So next one, pre-professional pre-medical examination with physics, chemistry, biology and biotechnology and English, and other the first year of 3 years degree course of a recognized university with physics, chemistry, biology or biotechnology including practical tests are also eligible. Join in BSc first year also eligible writing this kind of exam. So here BSc examination of Indian University, provided that he or she has passed BSc examination with not less than 2 of the subjects, physics, chemistry, biology, that is includes botany and zoology or biotechnology. So here the person who have studied and passed BSc are also eligible to write NEET exam. Next one, minimum marks in qualifying examination for different categories. First one, unreserved and general economically weaker section. So for them the minimum marks are 50% marks. So next one, if we take SC, ST and OBC non-creamy layer, for this one 40%. If you see the person with disability, so 45%. Those who are belongs to unreserved category. Person with disability, those who belongs to SC, ST and OBC, 40% of marks are enough. So next one, admission and reservation, if we see. So here an all India merit list of qualified candidates shall be prepared on the basis of all India rank in the merit list of NEET UG, and candidates shall be admitted to undergraduate medical courses from the said list with existing reservation policy. NTA will only provide all India rank to candidates, while admitting authorities will invite applications for counselling, and merit list shall be drawn based on all India rank by the admitting authority. Next one, admission to undergraduate medical courses with the respective categories shall be based on solely on all India rank as per merit list of NEET UG. Admission to AFMC Pune. Candidates who apply for NEET UG and or for seeking admission in AFMC also need to apply to AFMC on www.afmc.nic.in. The shortlisted candidates will be required to appear second stage screening test conducted by AFMC. As it is a armed forces college, the person need to undergo second stage screening test. Then only they will be taking the person into the admission. So this is the AFMC building, Pune. So reservation policy. So general, economically weaker section 10%. So next one, SCs 50%, ST 7.5%, and if we take OBC non-creamy layer 27%. Next one, if we take PWD, person with disability. So generally 40% benchmark disability is considered for these people, and they should have concern certificate related to their disability. So 5% reservations are provided for person with disability. Statewide reservations varies for different states for 85% seats. For interstate merit of candidates for tie breaking. So nothing but here, in case of two or more candidates obtaining equal marks or percentile score in NEET UG, the interstate merit shall be determined as follows. The first criteria, candidate obtaining higher marks percentile score in biology in the test is the first concern, and followed by candidate obtaining higher marks percentile score in chemistry in the test, followed by candidates with less proportion of number of attempted incorrect answers and correct answers in all the subjects in test, followed by candidate older in age. So here students, first they will consider the marks in biology, and even if biology marks are also equal, they will go for the chemistry. Even if chemistry marks are also equal, then they will go for the number of attempted incorrect answer and correct answers proportion they will take. Okay, so then at the last, if this is also same, they will go for the candidate age. Older the age, the person will get advantage. So here the best example in NEET 2020, Shoaib Aftab, Akash Singh. So both got 720 by 720, but based on the age, Shoaib Aftab, who is older, was declared as a first rank, and Akash Singh declared as second rank. So these are the persons, Shoaib Aftab and Akash Singh. So students, how to calculate percentile? They will be giving percentile ranks, and some students are having confusion in percentile ranks. So here percentile is calculated as follows. So here percentile rank, number of students scored less than U. For example, let us consider U as A, and total number of students, okay, who have qualified for this one, and into 100. So here students, for example, if you want to get the number of students scored less than you, okay, so if you know your rank, so here the total number of students B, you have to minus your rank from the total number of students, then you will get, so here that number of students less than you. So students, here for example, let us take, if your rank is 2, right, then percentile rank. So here let us take total number of students for particular year is 80,000. So here you have to minus this rank, your rank from the 80,000, and you have to put by 80,000 into 100. So here you will be see the 79,998 are students scored less than you. Okay, by 80,000 into 100 will give 99.99. This is your percentile rank. It is easy to calculate. You remember this formula: percentile rank equal to A by B into 100. So pre-examination activities. So first of all, online application notification will be given by NTA, and every student, those who want to appear for NEET, have to submit the application. So students, you should have proper Aadhaar card with proper address and photographs and email and mobile number, right, in order to apply online. These are the basic things. Next one, after application, so after 10 days, around 10 days, they will be giving correction in particular of application form on website. So then the person can go and correct the father name or date of birth, any details you want to edit, can edit. Next one, download of admit card from NTA before the examination, and examination will be conducted. So post-examination activities and declaration of result. So in this one, the first one, display of OMR sheets and responses on website. So under this one, display the scanned image of OMR sheets on website. Okay, nta.neet.nic.in. So here submit representation against the OMR grading. So for example, if anything is gone wrong, whatever the OMR answer sheet has uploaded by NTA, okay, so that is nothing but if any bubble is not considered or something went wrong, then per question you have to challenge. The cost for this one is 1,000 rupees. The next one, representations made by the candidates against the OMR grading will be verified by NTA. So display of answer key for challenge. So NTA will be displaying provisional answer key of the questions. So make online challenge against the provisional answer key. So here per answer 1,000 rupees will be charged by NTA. Next, challenges verification by the NTA with the help of panel of subject experts. So revised final answer key. The key finalized after challenge will be final. There won't be any further changes. So results will be displayed on website ntaneet.nic.in by NTA. So the NTA will be preparing the merit list as per the directives of DGHS and Ministry of Ayush Admissions Central Counselling Committee. So next, category wise results will not be prepared at the initial stages. Counselling and admission for seats, 15% of all India quota will be first filled, then counselling and admission for seats, 85% state quota will be filled later. So this is about the counselling process. Okay students, the most awaited slide. So regarding the NEET 2021. So everyone knows that dates for board examination 2021 have been given, as well as syllabus also has been published, but there is no any clarity on NEET 2021, when the NEET 2021 will be conducted and what will be the syllabus, dates, that and all are not announced. So I will try to give a clarity on this one. So students, the first question is when will be the NEET 2021 exam? So here, as you know that the board exams are going to be commenced from 4th May, right? They will be ending by June 10th. So here, after this one, I expect at least minimum gap of 1 month. 1 month gap will be there. Okay, so here mostly that exam will be conducted on Sundays. So here in July, if you take 4, 11 and 18, so these are the Sundays. So in this one, most probably the exam date will be, as per my perspective, 11 if it is not 18. So if we take at least there should be a 1 month gap, means so here 11th is the appropriate date. So here there are chances to conduct the test on 18th also. So these are the expected date according to my perspective. And what about the syllabus? So students, regarding the syllabus, there are many confusions. So for board exams, so there are 30% syllabus has been deleted, right? So then what about this NEET exam? So here there are some confusions regarding this one, whether they are going to consider this deleted 30% portion for NEET, or otherwise is it going to be according to 2020 NEET syllabus? So that is the question. So here, as per some official news recently, I heard that so there won't be any change in the NEET syllabus, and it is going to be as 2020 syllabus. Okay, so here according to this news, so here there will be some questions given as an option. For example, if you take a JEE exam, for this one, so they are giving 100 questions. So out of this one, they have to do 75 only. That means they are given 25 questions as option. So in the same way, they are going to give some extra questions for NEET, but they are going to consider the same syllabus as 2020. Okay, that is the criteria going to be. So here again, based on the request, there are chances for changing this thing. That is nothing but here, based on whatever the syllabus is there for board exam. Okay, so the same syllabus can be considered for NEET. Okay, for current year. Okay, but 11th class, as students have already completed last year, complete 11th portion will be there as per 2020 NEET syllabus. But 12th class, if any change happens, so the syllabus, deleted syllabus, especially reproduction in organisms, evolution, and plant breeding and animal husbandry, as well as ecosystem and environmental issues. So from these topics, okay, there won't be any questions. For example, if they are considering a deleted portion, same for NEET, right? This question nowadays in many of the minds. So is NTA planning to conduct NEET 2021 online mode? So there are chances. Okay, NTA is also thinking to conduct online mode. Even last year also it thought, but it could not conduct. But this year there are some plans to conduct, but yet all these things need to be finalized. And next one, is NTA planning to conduct NEET twice for this year? Yes, due to Corona pandemic, even NTA is thinking whether to conduct twice for current year. Okay, these are all under considerations. So yet many things need to be clarified. If once the notification has come, so everything will be clarified. So especially dates, and next one syllabus. So as of now, it is better to read the deleted syllabus also for NEET. So why? Because if some people are reading and if you are not reading, so here that will be a disadvantage for you, right? So that's why my better suggestion is better read the deleted portion also as of now, right? So only 30% syllabus only extra, right? If you read that one, there is no harm, right? Better to read the 30% syllabus in order to be in competition. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck and get good rank and become a doctor. Thank you all.